Hello, am I finally streaming? There we go. What's going on, guys? Wait for people to kind of get in here. Uh, finally. Finally, I'm streaming. I don't know if there's some latency on the stream. Oh, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hold on, let me do something real quick. There we go. Alright, tight. Alright, man, so I can see everyone now. Was I streaming before? Was I streaming before? I gotta bring all the stuff back up that I had to do this. What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a beautiful Friday. Decided to do today's stream a little bit later. I stayed up super late last night, and I've been staying up too late. But regardless, I hope everyone's been doing well. Brookhouse, guys, I'm going to be making a big, long video on Twitch tonight. I'm going to be talking all about, all the problems Twitch has been having. So right now, if y'all could, if you're familiar with Twitch and you're familiar with all the shortcomings they've been having, especially with these women streamers, go ahead and leave some stuff in the chat that you want to make sure that I cover in that video. All right, let me I don't have a Twitch. I don't myself personally go on Twitch. But I know about the website. I know about all the problems they've been having. Yo, what's up, Sandy? What's up, guys? I'm gonna need, guys, a couple more mods in here pretty soon. So, some of y'all start acting right. Maybe you could get the mod position. All right, maybe you could get the mod position. So yeah, man. Hope everyone's been doing well. I just graduated yesterday, guys. It was crazy. Alright, it was insane taking my last exam. I mean, I didn't graduate, like, walk the stage, but I'm done with college. Like, I got my degree. So yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think there is some slight latency on the chat. And yeah, man. It's tight. But yeah, I'm going to start off by reading a couple of emails that people sent me. All right. Because these people need some advice. These people need some help. My degree, guys, is in business management. So, yeah. That is what it is. Yeah, that dude had to get timed out. Next time you put some stupid shit in here, dude, you're gonna get banned. Banhammer. And so, yeah, I just been doing good. Here comes this first little email. I won't say this guy's name because I don't know if he wants this to be out there about himself. But he says, how am I not to be seen as the lonely kid? I am always turning down offers to work with people and even hanging out. Even though I don't hate people, whenever I try and sleep in class after doing the work, and the class talks shit about me behind my back. Alright, so this guy just seems to think he's some sort of introverted genius, I guess. To get them off my back in English, they had a choice to listen to music, and the fool I was, I put on pumped up kicks. Okay, so what, now people are making jokes about him shooting up the school potentially? That's not good. Alright. He says, I have a little number of people in the class that I consider as friends, and their friends tell them that they should leave me alone because I could pull a gun and shoot up the school, see? All that pumped up kicks, I don't know why you had to put that on, you added fuel to the fire, buddy. He says, what would the cards be that I should choose? Alright, listen, man. In school, you gotta at least find some group of people to spend your time with, whether it be some nerds, whether it be the soccer team, some random team, you can latch on to them. You don't even have to play the sport, okay? I played on the baseball team back in high school, and there were tons of people who just hung around the baseball team. So, So you got to find some group of friends. You don't want to be that kid that's just all alone, okay? That sounds tough. Overall, my high school experience was pretty good. Someone asked in the chat, how was it? It wasn't too bad. You know, it wasn't too bad. It's been 5 years since I was in high school, so it has been a little while, but I made the best of it. I haven't always loved school very much. I'm surprised I actually graduated from college. And, yeah, I actually do miss baseball quite a bit. Quite a bit, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. It's been a while since I've played. But yeah, man, it's, life has been good, guys. Life has been good. I hope that everyone out there is doing well. If you do want to send me an email right now asking for some advice, go ahead and send it to JAMARI advice at gmail.com. And that is where I will answer y'all's questions. What do you think about the video game debate? You mean how people are basically saying that video games are causing people to shoot up schools? You know, I think it's honestly a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of bullshit. And, you know, it's fucked up that even our president is coming out and he's basically blamed video games for this violence because, you know, guys, there was zero war before video games came out, right? There was zero people just killing each other for fucking no reason and no mass genocide and all that stuff. Here, let's actually pull up an article. Let's see. There, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's read this one off. Who am I voting for in 2020? Dude, I have no fucking clue. Politics are a fucking joke. Okay, here we go. So Walmart pulls violent video game displays from its stores, but it will still, shut the fuck up, it will still sell guns. Man, you know, they're really making a statement there. Does Walmart donate to Trump? I'm not sure. Oh, now y'all see what I'm saying. What's up? It's Streamception. Anyways, okay, so this is coming from CNN Business. Walmart has taken down displays of violent video games in its stores in the wake of recent shootings, but the company plans to still sell controversial video games and guns. Okay, I guess they're selling the video games online, or they just take down the displays. I don't know. I guess they're still selling the games. They're just not displaying them in the store. The change in policy does not apply to the sale or display of actual firearms, as the nation's largest retailer, Walmart, is also one of the largest seller of guns and ammunition in the world, as I would predict. Okay, you go back there and you can buy a AR-15 from some random Mexican lady. Walmart has previously promoted violent games in its stores with displays that demonstrate the games. Some shoppers could conceivably make the mistake the soundtrack of those games for actual gunshots. Oh yeah, that's definitely happening. Walmart and its customers are particularly sensitive to gunshot sounds following the 2 recent fatal shootings and I don't mean to laugh, but is every single Walmart just doing this? Like, I would be more scared of having the actual guns in the store. Okay, I wouldn't be scared of hearing some gunshot sounds from some random video game that someone's playing. And most of the time, aren't the video games that are like displayed, like shown off, like the Nintendo Switch and stuff like that? Taken this past week, the action does not reflect a long-term change in our video game assortment. Okay, well, this is just getting ridiculous to me. I think that, you know, I only got the one monitor, guys. That's why I'm all fucked up. But, yeah, guys, just video games are not to blame for violence. Okay, I've played a lot of video games in my life. I've never wanted to go shoot up a school, shoot up a church. Never even wanted to really just go shoot a gun in general just from playing games. Okay, if I've just... I don't understand the argument. I don't understand the arguments at all. This guy says that Walmart had to do something, and what was it? Doing what the crowd wants and the media wants. Honestly, though, I don't think that a lot of actual people were blaming video games for gun violence. Like, not even just regular Republicans. I think it is all really just the media. Both sides of it are literally blaming video games at this point, and it's always been that way. I remember we had this woman come and speak to my school, like back in middle school, and I don't know how many of you people know what the Columbine shooting was, but this was one of the, worst massacres that had ever occurred on, anywhere but a high school campus. And they did this thing called Rachel's Story, right? There was some girl that was like, she was like a prophet in a way, because she apparently knew she was gonna die. I don't remember exactly what it was. This was like 10 years ago or something, but she was like a prophet. Like, she would do these drawings, and like she knew she was gonna die by this tree, and then the dude walked up and shot her, and it was crazy hearing that presentation. But even at that time, I remember they were like blaming violent video games, and this was probably 20 years ago. I would guess that this Columbine shooting went down. Thank you, Little Ice, for the congratulations, bro. Yeah, it's been a long time coming for me and finishing up school. I was in school for not that long, 4.5 years, which 4 years is like the minimum, but I took a little bit longer over the summer. And this summer has been such a bitch, as well as bullying. Yeah, I could see how you could blame bullying a little bit more for these school shootings than a video game, but at the same time, I don't know. I think that bullying is not normal, but it's just something everyone experiences in their life. Is that people are going to treat them like shit. Do I do meet and greets? No. Probably won't ever do a meet and greet. It's all good. Y'all are still pouring in, man. I remember Rachel's story at my school. Almost everyone had a problem with how they compared her tragedy to Anne Frank. Like, Anne Frank went through hell and Rachel just got capped. And that happens on the daily. Yeah, well. Anne Frank, that's crazy. Guys, my degree was in business management. So I won't walk the stage until December, which kind of sucks. But I also got this new webcam. I don't know if y'all noticed, like, this webcam looks a little bit more like widescreen. And let's see, what else is about this webcam? It's supposed to be shooting in 60 frames per second, so I should look a little bit like, my motions and stuff should look a little bit smoother. So, yeah. It's pretty tight. This guy, what's happening to you? Who killed to attend college? Yeah, college was cool. I was pretty done with it after a while, but, it was good that I finished, because it was probably like, I was around 3 years deep into college when I really started making a significant amount of money on YouTube, and I was pretty ready to quit, but I was like, I probably just want to get this degree just for like future reference when I have to do something else, and I want to be I don't know. I want to be a businessman and stuff. So I got things going on outside of YouTube I'm working on. But, I got some emails coming in. So let's see right here. You can't send me a short email. Or I probably will not respond. This guy tells me I go to San Antonio's first high-tech school. I have 3 dual credit courses at a university and 2 AP courses. Any advice on stress management? Listen, don't overwhelm yourself in high school. It's really not worth it. And honestly, you're smart for taking the dual credit classes. If I could go back and take all dual credit, I definitely would have done that in high school instead of, I was someone who wanted to get my GPA a little bit higher. So I was like, I'm going to take these AP classes, because I think AP classes were on like a 6.0 scale. So if you get a B in an AP class, you get a 4.0 on your GPA, in high school at least. And I didn't end up passing any of the fucking AP tests because I don't know, I was stupid or whatever. And I would just wish I would have just done the dual credit because it seemed a lot easier. It seemed a lot more like taking an actual college class because honestly, it ain't worth it. Yeah, AP's a scam. It's trash. I mean, unless you're really smart and you can pass the test. But I mean, gosh, it's so much easier and it will save you so much more stress and money to take the dual credit like my good buddy over here. But just to manage some stress, especially if you're not playing sports and everything, that's not a whole lot to handle. It's one thing maybe if you have to work and you're going to high school, but I was always someone that played sports. My senior year, I got a job where I would work on the weekends, and over the summers, I would work a lot detailing cars. But I don't know. If any time is gonna be for you to be doing a lot of shit, it's high school. You have endless amount of time compared to when you get older and you get responsibilities and you have bills to pay and stuff. Anyone who's still in school, like high school, middle school, maybe, I don't know, maybe elementary on some crazy shit, you young kids. Do you guys, are you in school? Is it your first week of school next week? Or what? Did y'all hear the news about Larry Wheels? I have no idea who that is. He's waiting for my bus. Hey, man, that's cool, man. Get home safe. What do I think about Yang Gang? Do you mean the guy running for president? It would be crazy to see an Asian president. I'm starting high school. What's your advice? For starting high school, man, it's a whole new world. If your high school's anything like mine, it's like the combination of 2 or 3 middle schools. And so there's just all new people running around. People are gonna start running around in different friend groups. I mean, everything changes in high school. If you have friends in middle school, at least for me, I mean, don't expect them to be your best friends by the end of high school. This person, they go back to university on the 5th. If you're still in middle school and you're watching this, man, just enjoy middle school the most you can. But I don't know, I didn't really like middle school myself. I preferred high school much more, but that's just because I was a bit of a dweeb in middle school. Because we didn't have middle school baseball. What's your opinion of MF Doom, the man in the mask? Love MF Doom, bro. I'm not gonna throw him on with some ladies in the car or anything and scare them, but do I know RDC World? Yes, I do. Some very hilarious stuff going on over there. Middle school sucked? Yeah. Yeah, middle school sucks. Fuck middle school. Hold on, I had another email from somebody. Alright, here we go. Oh, I know this. I mean, this girl sometimes writes in the chat. I don't know if she's watching right now. But she says, hey Jamari, it's, I'm not going to say her name. I don't know if she wants to be anonymous or not. She says, I've been a supporter for a long time and I need advice for something that's been bugging me for a long time. Around January, I dated this boy who used to be my friend, but when we dated, a bunch of my friends warned me about him. They said he would break up with me in a week. I was naive about the whole thing and thought he changed because he wanted to be with me for as long as he can. Because he said he wanted to be with her for as long as he can. Sorry, I can't read. She says, before we dated, he dated 6 girls. Some of the girls he dated for a week, then broke up with them because he was bored. Okay, so I'm assuming that this person is in high school, maybe middle school, but I'm thinking high school. If he's already dated 6 girls, unless he's one of those crazy middle school kids, what has he been doing? Benching a plate? We dated for a while, then at the end of February, he broke up with me and didn't explain why. He seemed pretty happy and didn't care. Meanwhile, I was crying to my friend. Okay, so he pretty much did to you what he had done to the other girls. A month or two after the breakup, he revealed something to one of my friends. I'm not going to say what it is, but it was something I didn't want to think about. I told my friend it wasn't true, and after school I confronted him about it, but of course he didn't care. Well, I kind of need to know what the thing that he did is. Does this dude have herpes? Did he cheat on you? So it's been 6 months since I've dated now, and I feel like it's a bad idea to date him again because he will do the same crap. I always don't feel. I also don't feel like I'm pretty enough to find someone else. Oh, I guarantee that's not true. There's probably plenty of guys running around the school that are just dying to have a girlfriend as much as apparently you're dying to have a boyfriend. She says, I'm not really looking, but at the same time, I still think about it. Sorry for the long email, but I needed to get this out. Also, I'm sorry if I misspell words. Listen. I just think relationships don't go good when you're just actively searching for them. Okay? Like, I've always felt like people that are just jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship and never are alone for a single second are, I don't know, it's just weird to me. Because once you get used to being like, I guess I used to be a little bit more like that. Like, I always needed someone to at least talk to. But once you get used to, like, being alone more or less and, like, not worrying about, oh, I need someone to text all the time, I need all this shit, you honestly just get a lot more self-sufficient and you get more used to doing shit on your own. Just to be real. And, sorry, someone's texting me. Oh my god. Anyways, god damn, what? Okay. But anyways, yeah, that's my advice for you is to just figure out yourself. If you're still in school, just spend time with your friends. Spend some good time with your single friends. I always felt like, I was better off just chilling with my buddies than going and hanging out with some girl and wasting her time, if she really liked me like that. And that sounds like that's what this guy is doing. He's a little Casanova. He's running around the school real slick, but, it won't last forever for that guy. Eventually, he's just going to be around all the whores, which is right where some guys want to be, to be honest with you. Right where some guys want to be is with all the whores. I mean, I won't lie, back in high school, I did dabble. Let me see. I know I had one more kind of long email from somebody. All right, let's see what this guy says. He says, this is one guy that had really been wanting me to answer his question last week on the stream. So, what do I think about Shane Dawson's new video? Haven't watched it. Dating in school is pointless. Most everyone breaks up and bad things come in the end, but if you're happy, then that's good for you. Honestly, dating in school, like, you should date someone while you're in high school, in my opinion, just because you want to get some relationship experience. You don't want to go to college and have no relationship experience with someone. I mean, even if it's a bad experience, it's still an experience. You don't want to be getting your first girlfriend or boyfriend in college. That's just my opinion. This guy says, my friend is like that. His girl broke up with him, then he got mad, then the next day he got with another girl, and then a week later he got with his old GF. The cycle continues. Yeah, guys, it's just high school shit. To be honest with you, I was the same way in high school. And you should date one in high school. You tend to be more mature. Yeah, I mean, just give dating a chance. Some people fall in love in high school. Like my parents, they met in high school, and here they are 30 years later, still married. But it's just, it's a different world at this time. It's hard to stay with somebody. Anyway, so let's get to this guy's email. He says, hey, I've been watching you for like a year or more, but, I'm a real genuine guy, apparently. Thank you, man. Who I connect with on a more personal level than just YouTube. Okay, thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you can see how genuine I am, apparently. Which is why I feel like I can tell you this. I'm 17 in high school. I've been working at this high-end hotel restaurant since my sophomore year in high school. So I guess he's been working there for around 2 years if he's 17. I get paid really well, but I have one question. Or no, I have one problem. The money I'm throwing in my bank, I want to spend on a girl. I'm not trying to flex because this isn't even a lot of money, but I get $600 to $1,000 in a check Hey, that's pretty good. If you're still in high school and you're making 600 to 1,000 per check when you can probably only work limited hours, you're balling, bro. You don't even have bills or nothing. Most kids 600 to 1,000 is a fucking pipe dream while they're in high school, unless they're working full time, and that's not a good way to have to spend your high school years. But I understand it is the reality for some people. I was always playing sports, so I couldn't really work full time during high school, but I worked here and there and over the summer. But anyway, he says he makes 600 to 1,000 a check, and what's the point if you can't spend it on anyone, bro? Why don't you spend it on yourself? Like, just right off the rip, why don't you spend it off yourself? I mean, I'm just wondering. He says, I literally feel like I have no friends anymore. Every year, less and less people wish me happy birthday. Every year, less and less people notice me. I know it's normal to be sad, but I'm not one of those weird kids. Yeah, you're not weird. I mean, listen. You're not human if you don't say that, or if you're gonna claim that you don't feel some type of inadequacy sometimes, or you don't feel like, man, people should treat me better, or I'm not appreciated enough. I mean, those are just all very natural emotions to have. But like I said before, I mean, it's probably hard to hear this because you're still in high school where like social stuff really matters. But like honestly, bro, after high school, 95% of those people you'll never talk to again. Or I would say 90% of the people, 95% of the people you never talk to again. 90% of the people, or 98% of the people, you'll never see them again. Like, unless you run into them at the grocery store and it's just awkward. But after high school, everything changes. I mean, people get pregnant, people get married, people move to different states. And you don't want to be one of those people that just stays hanging around in your hometown and still hangs out with people from high school. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's gonna get you exactly very far in life. He says, man, this poor guy says he feels very empty. He puts all his energy out to try and have someone to talk to for the day, and it literally never works. I'm always sad unless I'm at work, which is like every day. But the people at work are all older than me, and they don't care. I don't know what to do. I thought I was a cool kid who could talk to some people, but I literally barely have any friends anymore. All right, man. First off, I do want to say that I feel you on that. We've all felt like this before. I'm pretty sure, like, man, where are all my friends? Where are all the people that said they were going to be there for me? But, I don't know. The older you get, you'll probably just become a person who is more really self-sufficient, learns to not just rely on other people, and you just got to appreciate people when they're there, man. You can't force anyone to hang out with you. Maybe it sounds to me like you need to find a girlfriend. All right? In this type of situation, there's no reason for you not to find a girlfriend, especially when you're balling, bro. I'm sure you could find a girl easily, making 600 to 800. And I'm not saying that you should spend all your money on her, but if you are lonely, at least you have money so that you guys can go out and do stuff. Right? That's just what I think. Bro, how do you get a GF the first year of high school? For me, it's just always been easy to get a girlfriend if I want one, because women love a funny person. I mean, if the number, I see some people asking, the email, guys, is JAMARI@gmail.com. But I see some people asking, what's the best way to get a girl? What's the best way for me to get a girlfriend? And the best way is to be funny. Like, if a girl finds you hilarious, no matter what you look like, no matter, like, who you are, just don't be creepy and be funny and make her laugh, and girls will start liking you. I mean, it might not be the first girl you see or exactly the girl you 100% want, but some girl's gonna start to like you if you're a funny person. This guy says, did I graduate from high school or college? Alright, cool. Let's see again, some emails. He says, should I still take dual credit even if my choice universities do accept dual credit, or should I focus on technical certifications? I guess there's a follow-up email from the other guy. If they're not going to accept it, yeah, dude, this guy sounds like a beast. All right, but don't overload yourself, buddy. Just don't overload yourself, because I've known kids that overload themselves. What's going on, Delilah? I know kids that overload themselves back in high school, and then they had like mental breakdowns and shit. So don't overload yourself. Oh, you okay? Oh, I think she's gonna throw up. You good? Hold on, let me go get her a towel. Throw up. Alright, guys. My dog threw up, actually, so right now I gotta clean that up, and I gotta, pretty much go and make sure she's okay and make sure she drinks water and stuff, so I'll probably be right back, because she's still... You okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go make sure she gets some water and stuff. So, yeah, I'll probably be back a little bit later on, but right now, I gotta make sure she's alright. So, I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, and, peace.